Greetings, I'm Demonac. Now let's slay the Spire. Alright, so we're playing a new class, the Defect. I have seen people play it in beta, but I didn't mess around with the beta install, so this is my first game as the Defect. And what are we going to go for? We should now, we're getting to the point, I think this class is a little bit weak in the first act, but once you get going, you can get some pretty sick combos and stuff. I've got a fair amount of money. Do we want to hit one of these shops? A lot of like rest, minion, rest, chest, question, central minion there. Kind of liking this path. Although this is pretty much the same thing and it gives the shop earlier. Fight, shop, question mark, and into that. So, okay, let's do that. Oh, this is 2 question marks, 1 fight, and then the shop. Actually, that's better. 1 more question mark, right? Alright. So, Zap is a free lightning orb. This is a free frost orb. Just 1 because there's only 1 dude. But that's okay. Alright, let's just prep those. I mean, we can play everything in the hand, so we're not going to take any damage. We're going to get a free orb every combat because I take the white beast statue, which I think is cooler than it used to be. He's not doing anything immediately. We're going to seek and pull out our defragment because we haven't had it yet. Get 2 focus. Now our orbs are doing +2 to their passive and their evoke. But +2 to the passives is a massive difference. This is not going to do much right now, but whatever. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So now his hex thing is going to mess me up because a lot of my key cards are skills. Like you tend to use a lot more skills as the defect than attacks. It really depends what kind of deck you're doing, but okay, so do I want to dual cast this orb and gain 14 block? I've got the leap. It's going to cover it. That plus the armor from this is going to cover anything anyway, unless I Tempest. But I've only got 1 energy left, so I might as well just strike and not mess with my current orb comp. Having the frost orb is good right now. He's still attacking hard. Okay, well this does more damage than the Tempest, because it does 7 damage and channels 1 lightning, whereas 1 energy in the Tempest just gives me the lightning. However, at this point, this will, yeah. Just gonna blow him up. Passive damage could do a lot of math, but usually I can see, like, it'll be fine. Add a random power card to your hand, it costs 0. That's awesome. Alright, so we've got Cool-Headed. This time it's an upgraded Cool-Headed, so it would be 1 frost and draw 2 cards. We do have some frost orbs now, but not enough to make the blizzards worthwhile. I don't think I'm going to go with that. Sweeping Beam is 6 damage to all enemies and draw a card. And we don't have any area damage right now, so that's pretty cool. Drawing 2 cards and a frost orb, though, would also be nice. Because if I already have full lightning orbs, that's helping to discharge them and stuff like that. I'll change my comp. I don't have any way to gain frost orbs after the initial one, actually, so this is probably a good idea. Let's take that. I don't know if that's the smartest. It's hard to tell. Choose 1 of 20 cards. Well, I'm at full health, so I'm obviously doing that. Okay, choices. What have we not seen yet? Conserve battery, gain 8 block, and you conserve any leftover energy for your next turn. That is sweet. That's probably not what I'm picking out of 20 cards here, but that's very cool. It's like 1 turn of ice cream, right? Aggregate, gain 1 energy for every 6 cards in your draw pile. So it's actually rewarding you for having a big fat deck. Right now, this is 1 energy that's going to give me back 2 or 3. I forget if it rounds up. If it rounds up, it would be gaining 3 energy for this. And it doesn't exhaust itself or anything. That's like a lot of energy, which, given I have 2 Tempests, is actually pretty cool. Self-repair is a power, so like you play it once, it goes away for the rest of that fight. It just heals you 7 at the end of combat. That's pretty awesome. That barrage, deal 4 damage for each channeled orb. That's not that good, I don't think, for most things, but there are ways to gain more orb slots. And if you were playing a deck where your plan was to always have sort of 5 or 6 channeled orbs, maybe this would be cool. What's it? I can't right-click to see what the upgrade is on cards in this menu. Genetic algorithm. 1 energy, gain 1 block. 1 whole block. Every time you play this, it permanently increases its block by 2. But it also exhausts itself every time you play it. Oh my god. So every fight you play this once, and it gets stronger, and by the end it would be very strong, but we're already... I mean, we're at the beginning of Act 2. But there'll be a lot of turns where I'm playing this for 1 energy, where it's doing... The first time it's 1, the second time it's 3, the third time is 5, which is about as good as a defend. And after that is better, and it becomes super good pretty fast. What do we got here? Recursion, evoke your next orb, and then channel a copy of that same orb. So this is a much better version of dual cast to my eye. It's like... Okay, well, it's different, I guess, because dual cast is more concentrated damage, but this is just like gain 1 copy, is just basically channeling the orb that you have in front. That's fine. The thing that when you gain a lightning orb whenever you take damage, that could be good. Doom and Gloom, again, that's another all damage to all enemies, and those weird dark orbs. Stack. For 1, gain block equal to the number of cards in your discard pile. See, they have a couple of things that benefit you from having a huge deck. That would be cool. What the hell is this? Compile Driver. Attack, deal 7 damage, and draw 1 card for each unique orb you have. Okay, so this is going to be 7 damage and draw 1 card. If I had a Frost Orb out as well as my Lightning, I'd draw 2 cards, and you could potentially have more orbs, so you could draw like a ton. That's interesting. I wish I could see the upgrade on it. Steam Barrier, White Noise, add a random power to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Exhaust itself. That's okay. A Claw. I'm not going for the claws. I've already passed up too many claws. Do I take the genetic algorithm for like long term, or the self-repair is pretty damn good for long term? This thing seems crazy though. Like, just that's a lot of energy. If I get this with my Tempest, that'd be really good. The earlier I get this, the more, let's take the genetic algorithm. I think the aggregate probably better, but we'll have more time to try and use it. I might take some extra damage using it early. This guy's such a jerk. Alright, well, let's weaken him with that, which costs 0, which is pretty sweet. We're going to seek... I want to get the defragment. I think that's still probably the best choice. Just my +2 spell damage for the rest of the fight. That's got to be worth it. And we can zap. And then Tempest for 3. Eat it. Eat it. Yeah. And then I'm going to eat a bunch of damage. Gets back 14 armor. That is not good. This would give me a Frost Orb. I could do some defense. Genetic Algorithm would hurt me right now, but I want to do that for the long term, right? So I'm going to do that, even though it probably is not. That's a huge waste of energy right this second. I guess we'll just Ball Lightning you. You notice the plated armor is reduced by attacks. It's not being reduced when I hit him with my lightning orbs. So that's one place where my method of dealing damage is disadvantageous, actually. Alright, let's, I don't know, all defense this time, pretty much. Easily block all his stuff, anyway. And he's just about dead. If I... I'm going to draw 2 cards. What have we got left that costs 0? I don't have enough in here that costs 0. If I Tempest, it's actually... It's going to gain me 14 block. It's not going to do that much damage, but then we'll get through it pretty well. I dual cast would dual cast the armor, so that's actually not what I need to blow him up faster. If one of the electric orbs had been first, that might have been worthwhile. But whatever. We're not taking any damage this turn, and we'll passively kill him next turn, pretty much. So whatever. Die. Another attack potion, sweet. Oh, here's Capacitor, gain 2 orb slots. So that lets you have more out for the passives, which is pretty good. It does delay the point when you're going to start evoking all those orbs. So it's kind of like, if the fight's going long, this is good. I'm not sure about taking this card. You upgrade it to 3. Because this is not doing anything much on its own when you play it. Not really that excited by it. This thing, 7 damage, and it can draw you some cards. I don't have enough 0-cost cards. That's not helping as much. I feel like I already have a bunch to defend. Like, the auto shields, you play this first is very efficient. If you don't have anything, it's causing you to save armor turn to turn. So this would be pretty good. Alright, whatever. Let's try it out. Just remember, if we ever have that in our hand, we have to play that first if we're going to play any block at all. 75 gold to remove a card? Hell yes. See my purification. Now, it's hard to decide whether I should get rid of Defend, a Strike, because none of those are very good, or the Dual Cast, which I don't like. I just don't like Dual Cast. Go away. If you upgrade it, it costs 0, but since it's still costing you an orb, that doesn't seem worthwhile either. Now we'll go to the shop. We have less money, so we won't get a good artifact. Yeah, we could have had the Frozen Egg and upgraded all our powers automatically. Frozen Eye, viewing your draw pile, the cards are now shown in order. That's always confusing. I'm not paying that much money for that. Medical Kit, status cards can now be played to exhaust them. So that's interesting. I don't have anything that's gaining me status cards, but that's cool. Force Field, costs 1 less energy for each power card you have played this combat, and it's 12 block. So if you've got one of those strategies where you're playing a bunch of power cards, that could be really good, but it could also sit there and clog your hand. This is the one that's block equal to the number of cards in your discard pile, and like that could be a few or it could be a lot. I've taken a bunch of weird defensive things. I don't think I need that. Loop, at the start of your turn, use the passive ability of your next orb. So one of your orbs uses its passive twice per turn if you have this thing going, whichever one's first. That's pretty cool. All for one, 2 energy to deal 10 damage. Put all 0-cost cards from your discard pile in your hand. That's freaky and amazing, but it's card. You've got to have a bunch of 0 energy cost cards to use it. If you do, then like you go psycho. But also, if your deck is almost all 0 cost, so if you've got trying to get an infinite deck, this is the opposite of going infinite. This is a 2 energy thing. It will stop you up. So I don't know. This deals 7 damage to a random enemy 2 times. That's a lot of damage. That is a crazy good attack card, probably because attacking is not usually your thing. So also shuffle your discard pile into your draw pile and draw one. Choose a skill from your draw pile and put it in your hand. Exhaust. None of this is actually the ultimate stuff. I think I'm better off removing a card and just taking Loop. Loop is just giving me more power long term for the fight. But remove. Cool-headed. I've got the auto shields and the leaf, and one of my defends is upgraded. I think I'm going to get rid of a defend. But having defensive stuff is very good when you have so much like passive attack, so maybe I should still be prioritizing taking out the strikes? I don't know. Campsite. Smith something. Okay, so we could make chill innate, which would be pretty nice. This genetic algorithm we need to play more often, because currently it's only doing 3. Increase it by 3 every time you play it instead of by 2. I'm not going to go all in on that yet. Loop is use the passive ability of your next orb 2 times. Okay, that's pretty good. Ball lightning just deals a little bit more damage. That's not a big improvement. It's already very good, but the percentage improvement you're getting from upgrading it, not that big. The Tempest plus, so that I can play them for free and get +1, or even when I spend energy, I still get +1. That's pretty awesome. You know what? I like the idea of having these be a free card that does something. So I'm going to maybe start working on those. So I could go question mark, get another one. I could fight this elite. Oh man, I get like an extra campsite if I go there. Just fighting fewer elites and getting fewer relics. Then I could go up the question marks here and fight this guy maybe. I don't know. I like all those question marks and upgrades. Let's do it. Ah, it's a fight. Ah, what a rip. They're just powering up. I'm not doing much damage in the first round. Do I cool-headed? Like, is the armor is not helping me in the first round. Drawing 2 cards could potentially get me something like the chill, which would be good. I could just Tempest, and yeah, probably just Tempest. Having some armor out there would be good. Problem is I can't Tempest for 2 and then play this afterwards, which is what I'd want. I guess if I play if I play this first, then I Tempest for 2, I'm going to gain 2 orbs. It'll evoke this one. Sorry, it'll give me 1. And then 1 more, it'll just evoke this one. So I will still have... Okay, let's do that. Keep the armor. Hey, I can Seek and get the chill, which I could play afterwards. Then I'd have no things, though. That's maybe not the greatest plan. I really need to get this... Let's genetic algorithm because it won't hurt me so much this turn, actually. I'm just going to get that out of my deck for this fight, and then later it'll be good. And we'll just Tempest for a whole 1. No, I think that's actually probably a smart first turn, though. I want to play that genetic algorithm every time, because in 2 fights, if I play it every time, it'll start actually being good. So this would weaken one of them. I'm probably not killing any of them, so that doesn't matter which one. I want to get 18 defense, which I got easy. I'm getting 4 from this anyway, so I'm gonna have too much energy defense anyway. I should have power potions. This fight could actually get ugly because I don't do area damage fast enough. Sort of try and wear them down evenly because I do my damage so random. Maybe I should have used the power potion at the start of the fight. I don't want to now. Okay. Alright, now this will work out well, because we'll chill, and that'll give us a bunch of armor for this turn, and then we'll just start blowing them up. We could get him dead faster. I don't want to totally spread it out. So I'm not going to do damage to him intentionally, but we're going to have all the defense this turn and then like none next turn probably. I hope we can kill these 2 guys though. Loop's pretty good. Tempest, this is still better than 1 energy on Tempest. Auto shields would actually give me a bunch, so okay. Let's so these are doing 5 each, so it doesn't matter which one of these 2 guys I hit. Whatever. That's a miss. We're gonna the Tempest is not gonna do as much as I was hoping. Oh man. I don't have time to loop. This is gonna do 2 of those hits. Oh, that's not good. Okay, ran attack potion. 4 damage for each channeled orb. Okay. Whatever. We're gonna just kill him and we'll take somewhat less damage. Okay, finished him. Alright. It did work out with the attack potion, but it wasn't going to. Super die. Another power potion? That's crazy. Okay, I think potions are a lot better now with all the different ones they've added. You're a lot less likely to get a potion you don't care about. Whenever you play a power, channel 1 lightning. See, that's when you get the power deck going. So that doesn't count itself. Although, if you had 2 of these, the second one would get counted by the first one. And then you'd be getting 2 for every subsequent power. Self-repair is also awesome, though. Like, that's like a really good 1-cost bandage. Which would also trigger the storm thing. How many powers do I have right now? 1. Yeah, I've only got like 2 powers. I think it's a little late for me to start working on the storm deck. I'm going to take that self-repair. Get the heal going. And yeah, I'm just going to keep going upgrade the crap out of everything. So I wanted to upgrade... What was it? 10? Yeah, I'm not upgrading that. I want the double loop, but I really want both my Tempests upgraded. Chest. Whetstone. Upgrade 2 random attacks. And it got the strikes. God damn it. I want to remove those strikes. They are crap. If I upgrade the chill, I will get at the start of the fight when it's a lot less likely to be annoying. Like, later in the fight, is not even that good sometimes. So as much as I'd like the upgrade, I think I am going to actually upgrade this. It's 0 cost. Making it an 8 is just all win. Because that means I can play it first and then play something it gives me, or I can manipulate the order it does it. So yeah. I can gain 2 frost orbs and then lightning or... Yeah, okay. I think it's going to work out about the same either way right now. This guy's easier to kill. His thing that stops me from attacking is not as big a deal. But he's gaining 14 armor every turn. I think that this guy will be quicker to take down. You know what? Since I'm not killing him yet, let's drink one of these power potions. I guess I should have done that first. I didn't play either of my powers yet. Okay. So now, we're going to defragment. the channeled lightning orb because of that storm thing. Get self-repair, which will channel another lightning orb right now. It'll also defend me more right now. And, of course, the auto shield is going to do nothing because I already have all that armor. That's one drawback. So I just won't play it. Like, it'll do literally nothing. It only adds block if you have 0. So I could seek for something. I might as well just do it. The loop would be good. The loop would generate extra power right now. I'll do that genetic algorithm too, but let's get the loop going. Since that's going to channel one right now, but it's also going to do an extra passive hit at the beginning of every turn. Entangling me is not the end of the world. Okay, we're going to genetic algorithm, even though it's not very good right now. I'm going to zap. We're going to leap, because we don't want to take much damage. And then this will still do 2, because these are all +1 now. Two evocations. Didn't kill him, that's too bad. Didn't take much damage, though. And now he's doomed. If one thing evokes and hits him, he should die, so that should be pretty no-brainer. Actually, the ball lightning does more. We're going to hit him with that. Alright, cool headed. Let's do that, actually. Oh, look, it got him. And now we can zap for free, so that drawing 2 cards helped. And then we'll do this. And that gave us some armor. We're still taking a bunch of damage, aren't we? We're only hitting for 15. Oh, we're so close to killing him. Damn it. Ow. And the loop. Go for the eyes, ball lightning, whatever. Oh, that stupid whetstone. Okay, upgraded ball lightning. I've already got my ball lightnings. White noise, just a random power, which, again, would be pretty cool. What's this upgrade to? To cost 0, so it still exhausts itself. Let's take... No, let's take another upgraded ball lightning, is fine. And we're going to go with question marks and the elite there, even though it may be dangerous. Remove all strikes, obtain 5 bites. I only have 3 strikes. I don't think that, and 2 of them are upgraded. I really don't think this is helping me. I want to get rid of all the strikes. Find some potions. Don't mind if I do. Focus potion is great. Is Swift potion is 3 cards, man. I mean, like, the random power is pretty good. The block is also good. That's a tough choice, but I'm gonna assume that drawing 3 cards is better than that. There is an artifact, like a relic now. There's a potion belt where you could hold more potions, and that would be pretty sweet. Okay, so we always start with the chill now, which is good. Although I'm gonna have no damage orbs, unless I draw some cards. This is an elite fight. Yeah, I should probably do that. Let's well. These are doing 9 damage. The 2 of them would just kill him, and I would not be taking damage. He's going to be a problem later. The nice thing about this is I might as well play that now, because it's 7 hit points at the end of combat, so it doesn't matter that they're not. It's not like block. It doesn't matter that they're not doing damage right now. I do want to save the focus potion for the boss. Got 1 energy left. I'm probably not going to be able to do enough with this stuff. So, do I want a random power card? I'd rather save that for the boss too if I can. So yeah, whatever. Okay. I want to get that loop going, although it's not upgraded yet. Maybe I don't care about the loop yet because it's not upgraded. It's not doing enough for me right now. Okay, I'll pass on that. None of them are attacking, so I'm just gonna hit him. And Tempest this stuff. And then it's going to waste all my Frost Orbs, which makes them all have been kind of pointless, but... He's ready to attack now, that's not good. They're going to absorb more of my random attacks. It would be good if I had any area damage. Okay, we're going to weaken him. That's worth a lot. Seek can only get me cards that are in there, however, seeking the defragment is pretty strong, since I didn't get it yet. I don't have a lot of control over what's going on here. I'm not going to kill anyone if I do that. man. Oh, great. What's left in here? Not enough that costs 0. I think I'm going to get my ass beat. I need to kill him, but I don't have any control over whether or not it kills him. I have a better chance. You know what? I'm not going to play this. I have a better chance of one of these evoking and... Oh no, one is not enough. One of them has to evoke and hit him, and then he has to get hit by randomly. Oh man, I am in trouble. Okay, never mind. Random power card. Prevent next time you would lose hit points. Problem is that's going to be him. That's actually not going to help enough. How does that combo... I don't know how that combos with good defense. Let's try that. Because it might stop most of his junk. Okay, we gotta see how this goes. So, blocked? Yeah, the buffer ate most of his attack. So it did work as I planned. Could have been worse. Alright, you jackasses. So this would just one-shot him, which is pretty good. Let's auto shields, because I need the help. Obliterate him. He's actually just charging up, so it's not a big deal right now, so maybe not target him. Let's see who gets hit by the evoke. Yeah, I don't even need a leap this turn. Nobody's doing damage. Whatever. No, you can give up whenever you want. That'd be fine. Alright, nobody's attacking me this turn. Let's get the loop going. This will kill him. So now all our stuff's targeting him, which is pretty good. A little cool head to draw some cards. Why not? Hey, free zap. There is a bunch of cool card drawing, and the stuff you can do with the 0-cost cards could be very good. If one of those lightning evokes, it'll kill... Oh, the strike will just kill him. That's easy enough. Oh, it doesn't matter. Since nobody's attacking, they're not getting weakened. I think we've got this under control now, but him summoning guys is not good for me. Him doing 45 damage, also not good for me. So let's killify him. It's one of these reasons the ball lightning is good, because they are still targeted. Okay. Dreamcatcher, who cares? Essence of Steel is just a potion of 4 plated armor. That's sweet. Upgraded capacitor. Do I really want to gain all those slots? I don't know. Again, I don't have the actual storm in my deck. If I had a storm in my deck, so that would be channeling a lightning orb, that'd be different. I don't know if gaining... Well, I have the focus thing. With focus, gaining all those slots is pretty sweet. Whatever, let's try it out. I'm mostly going to regret it, but I do need to rest. Dreamcatcher is going to give me a card choice now. Let's take this because it's free. I mean, still eating one of my cards may not be great, but there are a lot of times when I want that. Alright, he's already starting out with a bunch of damage. But let's, capacitor, plated armor, focus potion. I'm not going to switch potion right now. Let's get the armor, do that, and, yeah, sure, Tempest for all this stuff. That is a lot of orbs I got going on now. Armor, and then the plated armor. Oh, he just knocked off one of my plated armor. So, yeah, starting with the focus was pretty good. What else can I get? Loop. Grab that loop now. Genetic algorithm. So this is worth 9, which is, whatever. Let's just play it anyhow. I get the loop. I could beam cell him, but it doesn't affect the lightning, only the attacks. So I'm going to have no armor left after I do this, but that's... Ball lightning him is 7 plus lightning, and then I still get a free lightning out of this. There's a lot of continuous damage we're doing him, so that extra one at the start of the round is the loot. This doesn't matter because it's a boss fight, but if we play it, then we won't draw it again, which would be nice. This is a crap hand, actually. It's all defense all the time. You know what? Let's use that energy for something more useful. And strikes this ball lightning. Okay. So we have one Frost Orb out there helping to reduce incoming damage. Defragment. Had I not played that yet? I thought I'd already played it. Oh, it's because I was being faked out by my Focus Potion. I saw the numbers I was used to with Focus. Oh, dumbass. All these ball lightnings are insane, though. Yeah, I definitely should have seeked the Focus Potion, though. I would seek the Defragment instead. That's not doing anything because he's not attacking, but whatever. We're just going to keep beating on him. We only have defense sometimes, though. Did we draw defense this turn? Okay, we can auto shields. That's good. Cool-headed will give us another Frost Orb and evoke there. So let's also leave, because why not? So we're blocking a lot of the damage. Still taking a lot. And now we should be able to control this a little bit better. Again, the vulnerable is not as exciting as it seems. The weakened is pretty exciting. The vulnerable is not as exciting as it seems because it's affecting like the front damage from our ball lightnings, but it's not affecting anything the orbs do. More lightning, more defense. Zap, 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 zap. And the loop's gonna kill him. He suffered enough by one error. Okay, so we can get creative AI again. Again, I didn't take the storm thing, so I guess not. All for one. Deal 10 damage. Put all 0-cost cards from your discard pile in your hand. So it can be the zap. I don't think that affects the X's, but my free zap. Chill is gone, but go for the eyes. Could be in my discard pile. Seek would be gone. Beam cell. I just don't have enough to make that worthwhile. Fission. Evoke all of your orbs. Gain an orb slot for each orb evoked. And then I don't want... That leaves me with no orbs and 1,000,000 slots. That's just really weird. This is just going to clog up my deck, though. I really don't want to take it. And this is 2 energy for a 10 damage attack that I don't think is going to be that great. You know what? I'm just going to skip these cards. You know the creative one is interesting. We've got... Okay, so we can get the Pyramid. Draw 1 less card per turn, but you no longer discard your hand, which is pretty good. Tiny House, which is lame, just a bunch of little tiny things. Or a Nuclear Battery. At the start of each combat, channel 1 Plasma. This is like 1 energy, it just works a little bit differently than the other things. Because that orb is eventually going to go away. This Plasma Orb generates 1 energy as the passive. When you evoke it, you immediately gain 2 energy. So you can do a lot of energy stuff with those. It's very cool. I don't have any other sources of plasma, but tempted by the Pyramid. I'll be drawing fewer cards. I don't have too many things that do card drawing, but being able to keep cards in my hand until it's the right time would be really nice. You know what? Even though this is interesting, there's 1 orb and then it goes away when I do all my crazy channeling stuff. It would be good, but I already have +1 energy. No, I don't have +1 energy. Wait a second. That's the Lantern. I really want the Pyramid, but I think I better take this because I actually don't have anything that's giving me +1 energy. I, for some reason, thought I took one of the things. Okay. Nuclear Battery going into Act 3.
If you enjoyed this, please click the like button. Or, on your touchscreen, please lick the like button. Warning, licking the touchscreen is not recommended. And check out Tales from My D&D Campaign on youtube.com/Demonac.